Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the latest skincare trend called slugging. So this has been blowing up all over TikTok recently and it sounds really weird and crazy, but I'm going to be explaining what it is, pros and cons of doing it, and products that are good for slugging so you can decide if this is a trend to pass on or to jump on. But if you're new here, my name is Kaylee. I'm a medical esthetician. I post videos about beauty, lifestyle, and skincare. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I have a ton of new videos planned for you guys. So yeah, let's get into the video. So what actually is slugging? Well, the term slugging was coined by the K-beauty industry, and no, it has nothing to do with actual slugs or snails, but people have been doing this for a very long time. In fact, you've probably have seen your grandmother or your mom doing it at some point. But it's when you put an occlusive barrier product, something like petroleum jelly or Vaseline, all over the face to create a seal in the skin. So it works by forming a layer on top of the skin to prevent transepidermal water loss, or the process of your skin losing water or water evaporating out of your skin. So when you have a barrier that sits on the surface, water then can't escape, which causes the water to stay in your skin, thus giving you hydration. But when you do slug or use Vaseline, aka petroleum jelly, the petroleum jelly itself does not have any properties to it that hydrate your skin cells. It's just sealing in that moisture. It also helps to protect your skin and then allows your skin to repair its natural barrier. So it's aiding the skin in performing its natural duties. There are other occlusive ingredients that could be considered a slug product, things like mineral oil, waxes, butters, and squalene. But petroleum jelly is just the gold standard. It reduces transepidermal water loss up to 99.9%. So it's the most occlusive ingredient around and nothing else compares to it. Now, it was discovered in the oil industry, but no, using petroleum jelly is not the same as putting gasoline on your face. And it's also not the same as unrefined petroleum, which is a known carcinogen. White USP petroleum jelly is ultra filtered, very refined to remove any kind of toxins that would be unsafe to use in cosmetics. And it also meets the impurity restrictions of the United States and the EU. So it's very safe and it doesn't even get absorbed into the body. Okay, so now let's talk about who slugging is good for. Well, it's actually good for a variety of people. People who have dry skin, normal skin, dry skin because of winter time. I've personally used it when I've gone snowboarding to prevent chapped skin. People who have sensitive skin because it doesn't have any fragrance or essential oils in it. Patients who suffer from eczema really like it. If you have a poor skin barrier from overexfoliation or from using harsh prescription drugs and creams, it's really beneficial for that as well. If you like getting treatments done like chemical peels, microneedling, or laser treatments, when you put Vaseline over the face after having something like that done, it prevents bacteria from getting in while the skin is compromised. It also helps to heal your skin after having a treatment like that done. So it's really a multi-use product. But let me be very clear about something. Vaseline or petroleum jelly is non-comedogenic, which means it does not clog pores. And there are studies to show this. But just because slugging is beneficial for some people, it does not mean that it's good for everyone. Sometimes using a heavy occlusive can breed acne for certain people. So if you have active acne or you're acne prone, I would not recommend slugging to you because think about it this way. Petroleum jelly traps things in the skin, which means it can also trap in dead skin, bacteria, and sweat. And these are triggers for acne. So if you're already battling these things, I would not recommend slugging to you, and I would say find a better alternative. If you have normal to dry skin, you're a good candidate for this. But just make sure, and I cannot stress this enough, that your skin is clean. Double cleansing if you need to make sure that you remove all makeup and dirt off the surface of your face. You also want to exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week to remove dead skin buildup so that that alone doesn't become a contributing factor to a breakout. Again, Vaseline or petroleum jelly does not clog pores. You just don't want to seal the bad stuff in. If you have oily to combo skin, I would still make sure that your skin is very clean and exfoliate regularly. But before you put the Vaseline all over your face, do a test patch first so you can make sure that you're not going to have any negative side effects. Here are a couple reminders and tips and tricks to slugging. So always put your Vaseline or petroleum jelly product on last in your skincare routine. If you were to put it on first and then your other skincare products, none of those products will be able to penetrate your skin. Also make sure that your skin is very clean, because if you put it over leftover makeup and dirt and you seal that in, that's going to create a breeding ground for bacteria and then cause you to break out. So always make sure your skin is clean, apply your skincare products, and then put your slugging product on last. And I would only recommend using a light layer, so like a pea-sized amount, at nighttime. The only exception to use it during the day is if it's cold and dry outside. But if you're using it when it's hot and humid, you're creating a perfect environment for bacteria to breed. You're gonna be trapping in sweat, and it's just not gonna be good. To get the most out of slugging and to lock moisture in, you need to hydrate your body and your skin. That rhymed. But you need to drink tons of water, and you need to use products like humectants that draw water into the skin and hydrate. It's also really good for the skin on your body. I personally use it on my cuticles, my elbows, knees. I'll even put it on my feet sometimes, just areas that need help locking in hydration. Another really important tip to not forget is that if you use any kind of actives like acids or vitamin A products like retinol or tretinoin, that if you use an occlusive barrier product in the same setting, that it will increase the strength of these actives, which can cause irritation because it's driving the penetration in further by locking everything in. So I personally use an occlusive barrier product over my retinol because my skin can handle it. But if you're new to actives, then I would wait to slug on your off days and then slowly build yourself up so that you avoid any kind of negative reaction. Now I'm going to show you what I personally use to slug. So the first product should be no surprise. It's just good old Vaseline. So this is a staple in my house. It's just so multifunctional. It's 100% white petroleum USP jelly. It's the only ingredient in this, so it's a simple product, but it gets the job done. I will say it's definitely on the thicker side and greasy. So when I use this, I just apply a light layer so that it doesn't get all in my hair or on my pillow. But yeah, I love this product. It was $3.50 for this huge tub of it. So very affordable, and that's why it's one of my favorites. So the next product that I use is the CeraVe healing ointment. I really like this one too because not only does it have the petroleum jelly in it, but it also has ceramides and hyaluronic acid. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a skin protectant and then also a product with hydration. I would say this is definitely lightweight and not as greasy compared to the Vaseline, and I paid $10 for this one. But honestly, I still use both, just depending on what skincare I'm using that night or how I feel. I'll pick up one versus the other, and I don't think you can go wrong with either or. But that's it for my video. What do you guys think? Are you gonna be adding slugging into your routine? I know I have, and my skin has been absolutely loving it. So if you have any questions, just ask me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.